Good morning. This is Kent Blaylock with SDG Replays. Let me get a little closer here. Good morning, and I'm coming to you live this morning from the Blaylock abode in North Carolina. A little bit of wintry mix this morning, freezing rain, and we're just thankful to be up and about this morning. And this morning we're going to continue in our Dumpster Fire Invitational. I hope you will join me as we play into this second round. We're in the last three matchups of the second round. There are 2-1 matchups. And the matchup we're going to go into this morning is the matchup between, let's take a look here, it'll be the St. Louis Cardinals at Candlestick Park in San Francisco. Pitching for the Giants will be Vida Blue. Vida Blue in the season, his ERA was north of 5 at 5.01, and he had a 14-14 win-loss record. So not the greatest season for Vida Blue. Leading off for the St. Louis Cardinals will be Lou Brock, and we're going to get into this game as we are continuing on in the Dumpster Fire Invitational. One thing that I am going to do, if you will notice, today I have a dice tray down in the lower left corner. I'm going to be rolling and inputting the dice to add a little more randomness to it, a little more activity on my part being involved in it. I like throwing the dice and seeing the result. So we'll get into the game as Lou Brock steps to the plate. And it reads red, white, blue. That's a 6-1-3. Lou Brock flies out to right field. Clark settling underneath it for out number one. One up, one down.
One out, base is empty.
As Gary Templeton steps to the plate. Templeton on the season batted .314 with 9 home runs. For this tournament, he is batting .296 with an RBI. Here's the pitch from Blue. 2, 4, 5. And he strikes him out. That will
2 outs, base is empty.
Keith Hernandez to the plate. Hernandez batting .320 for this tournament with four RBIs. Batted .344 on the season with 11 home runs. Here is the pitch from Vida Blue. That's going to be a 2. Excuse me. That's a 3-2-1. Hernandez lines it out to first. Ivy.
And just like that, the inning's over.
Stabs it out of the air, and we go
bottom of the first.
To the bottom of the first. 3 up, 3 down. Now, Pete Vukovich pitching for the Cardinals. Vukovich on the season, 3.59 ERA with a 15-10 record. For this tournament, he's pitched 10 in the third innings, allowing 15 hits, 2 home runs, 9 runs total, 7 strikeouts with his ERA almost to 8. So he struggled during this tournament. Bill North comes to the plate batting .387 with 3 RBIs and a home run during this tournament. Here's the pitch to North. And I dropped a red die, but luckily I have a spare because it went somewhere where I cannot get to it. Here we go. Here's the pitch. 2-5-4. And he strikes him out as North takes the walk of shame.
1 out, base is empty.
Larry Herndon steps to the plate batting .269 for this tournament with 3 RBIs and a home run. That's a little north of his regular season .257 average. Herndon steps in. Here's the pitch from Vukovich. 5-2. He hits it to Hernandez at first. Possible error. Again, roll for the error check. 1-1-5. There is no error as Hernandez makes the play. 1 out with the unassisted
2 out,
step
base
on the
is
bag.
empty.
2 up, 2 down as Jack Clark steps to the plate. Clark batting 194 during this tournament. He's batting 273 with 26 home runs during the season. He does have 5 RBIs, though, on 2 home runs. So when he's made contact, it's been deep. Here's the pitch to Clark. 3-5-6. Ballpark effect. Roll the red die. It looks like it's a 50-50 chance that it will be an out. And it is a 2. And it is. Short fly out to center field.
And
For
just
out
like
number
that,
3.
the inning's over.
3 up, 3 down. And we go
Top
to the
of
second. Ted Simmons stepping to the plate against Vida Blue. Simmons batting 280 during this tournament. 283 during the season, so he's dead on his average. He does have 1 home run. He's driven in 3 runs. Here's the pitch from Blue. One's all the way across. That's a single up the middle. It bounces in front of North in center field, and Simmons is on with the leadoff
man
single.
on first.
So Simmons on first. George Hendrick comes to the plate. Hendrick batting 200 during this tournament with 6 RBIs and a home run. His average during the season was 300 with 16 home runs. As Simmons is on first, looking to get moved over. Here is the pitch. 3-5-6. And that's a line out to right field. Jack Clark just takes a step over and stabs it out of the air for out number 1.
1 out, man on first.
As Tony Scott comes to the plate. Scott batting 273 during this tournament with 3 RBIs. Batted 259 during the season. Here's the pitch to Scott. 6-5-1. And he strikes him out as Scott takes the walk of shame as Simmons remains on first.
2 outs, man on first.
With 2 outs. Simmons taking the lead. He'll be running on contact. Ken Wrights stepping in, batting 200 for the tournament with 3 RBIs. Here's the pitch. 4-6-6. It's hit to short. LeMaster up with it over to first for the 6-3 put out.
No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left on.
So 1 hit, 1 left on. We go to the bottom of the second with Mike Ivey stepping to the plate. Ivey batting 364 for this tournament with 5 RBIs and a home run. Regular season batted 286. Pete Vukovich toes the rubber. Here's the delivery. And he strikes him out. Down goes Ivey as he makes the walk back to the dugout.
1 out, base is empty.
Bill Madlock steps to the plate. Madlock batting 355 for this tournament with 2 home runs and 5 RBIs. Vukovich bearing down on Madlock. 5-6-6. And he gives Madlock the free pass. There's a 5 as the control column for the pitcher.
1 out, man on first.
So Madlock on first. Darrell Evans steps to the plate. Evans batting 219 during this tournament. Batted 253 during the season. He has driven in 1 run as Vukovich toes the rubber. Here's the pitch. 4-4-2. It's hit to Templeton at short. He gets to force at second, so it was a fielder's choice by Evans. It gets him to first.
2 outs, men on first.
So with 2 outs, we have a man on first in Evans as Johnny LeMaster steps to the plate, batting .345 during this tournament, 10 for 29 with 2 RBIs. He has struck out 5 times. Vukovic delivers. 4-2-4. It's hit to Templeton. Over to first for the 6-3 putout, and that will end our inning.
No hits, and 1 left on.
With Evans left on base, we go to the third, still scoreless. As Ken Oberkfeldt steps to the plate. Oberkfeldt batting .348 during this tournament with 1 RBI and 23 plate appearances. Vida Blue delivers. And he gives him the free pass as Oberkfeldt trots down to first base.
No outs, men on first.
That's the first free pass Vida Blue has allowed. Vukovic to the plate. Oberkfeldt looks to steal. Roll the red and the white. 1-1. Possible error check on Littlejohn. Again, Littlejohn slings it down, double sixes. And it gets by the catcher into center field, and Oberkfeldt is over to third with no outs. And we're possibly going to see Vukovic try to lay down the squeeze bunt. So here we go.
He's going to lay down a bunt.
Yes, he does lay down the bunt. And we got a roll against the error check for Littlejohn. It's a fielder's choice. What has Littlejohn done? He throws the runner out on the fielder's choice, but that will score Oberkfeldt.
1 out, man on first.
No. They got Oberkfeldt coming home, so he did not score as Vukovic did not lay down the bunt that got the job done. So the lead runner was out. So with 1 out, the runner cut down at home. Vukovic is now on first as Lou Brock steps to the plate. Vida Blue with the pitch. 5-2-4. Lou Brock with contact hits it into left field, but it's deep, but not deep enough as Herndon settles under it for out number 2 as Vukovic remains on first.
2 outs, men on first.
That will bring up Gary Templeton, who struck out his first time up. Vukovic will be running on contact. Here's the pitch from Templeton. 1-6-2. And he strikes him out to end the inning.
No runs.
We go to the bottom of the third, still scoreless.
And 1 left on. Bottom of the third.
With Dennis Littlejohn coming to the plate. Pete Vukovic toes the rubber. Here's the pitch. 4's all the way across. Excuse me. It's hit to Templeton at short. Up with it with a 6-3 putout. As I get a sip of coffee, Littlejohn goes back to the dugout. Vita Blue now steps to the plate. Vita Blue will swing away. Three, 1-1. As he hits the ball, but he lines it out to center field for out number 2 as Scott settles underneath it easily for out number 2.
2 outs, base is empty.
That will bring Bill North back to the plate. Struck out his first time up. Here's the pitch. 1-3, excuse me. And he gives North a free pass. And North standing on first with 2 outs.
2 outs, man on first.
I'll bring Herndon to the plate. And here will be the pitch from Vukovic. Two, 3-1. Oh, look. Still attempt from North. Re-rolling. And he steals without a throw. So he's down to second.
2 outs, man on second.
With Herndon stepping in. Here's the pitch from Vukovic. 4-6-2. It's going to be another still attempt. Let's get to roll of the die. 41. And he will hold on second.
2 outs, man on second.
As Herndon now steps in. North on second, running on contact. We'll switch that to. Go for it. I guess that's what that means. 3-4-3. So it's hit well, but it's hit deep, but not deep enough as Scott settles underneath it for out number 3.
And 1 left on.
And we go to the 4th, still scoreless.
Top of the 4th.
With Keith Hernandez stepping to the plate. Hernandez lined out to the first baseman in his first time up. Here's the pitch. 4-3-3. It's hit to Matlock at second. But it's off his glove into the outfield for a scored single, and that's not an error. It's hit too hard to play by Matlock.
Man on first.
Hernandez is on first with a leadoff single. Now to bring Simmons to the plate. He singled his last time up. Vita Blue with the pitch. 1-3-6. And he strikes him out as Simmons takes the walk of shame back to the dugout.
Man on first.
Keith Hernandez takes a slight lead on first as George Hendrick comes to the plate. Hendrick's lined out to right field his first time up. Here is the pitch from Blue. 1-4-6. It's a ground ball to third. And over
no runs,
to second
1
to
hit,
first.
and none left on.
For the first double play to end the inning. Go to the bottom of the 4th. Jack Clark stepping up to the plate. He flied out to center field his first time up. Here's the pitch from Vukovic. 4-1-5. Clark swings away. Hit to second. Obrick fell up with it. Over to first with a 4-3 put out. And out number 1.
Base is empty.
Mike Ivey steps into the plate. He struck out his first time up. Here's the pitch from Vukovic. This could be trouble. 6-6-4. As Mike Ivey swings on it. And it's over the outfield screen for our first run of the game. It's a home run by Ivy as he parked that one into cheap seats. He sent that one on the express train out of here. Now the game has its first score. San Francisco 1, St. Louis nothing. That's the first hit of the game for San Francisco, and Vukovic gives up the home run as Bill Madlock steps to the plate. Here's the pitch. Madlock takes his swing, takes his cut, and he singles up the middle to Scott. And Scott steps into it, tosses it in to second for a one-out single
on first
by Madlock. Madlock on first as Darrell Evans steps in. Evans grounded out to short, his first time up. Here is the pitch. 2-4-4. Oops. It's another ball hit well, and it's hit deep, but Lou Brock settles under it for out number 2 as Madlock retreats back to first base. That'll bring Johnny LeMaster back up. He grounded to short his first time up. Here's the pitch from Vukovic as Madlock will be running. 3-2-1. And he hits a short fly ball to right field. Hendricks settles underneath it for out number 3.
One left on.
But in the bottom of the 4th, we see our first run come across as Mike Ivy took one into the seats for
top of the 5th.
Home run to put San Francisco up 1-0. As we go to the top of the 5th, Tony Scott steps to the plate. He struck out his first time up as Vida Blue brings the pitch. Here's the pitch to Scott. And it's a ground ball to second. Madlock up with it, over to first for the 4-3 put out for out number 1.
Out, base is empty.
Now we'll bring Ken Wrights up to the plate. Rounded out to short his first time up. Vida Blue pitching well as Blue toes the rubber and delivers. And he strikes him out as Wrights takes the walk back to the dugout with his head hung low.
2 outs, base is empty.
That'll bring Ken Oberkfell to the plate. Oberkfell walked his first plate appearance. Here is the pitch. And he hits it deep into center field, with North underneath it for out number 3. As we go to the bottom of the 5th, San Francisco up 1-0. Dennis Littlejohn steps in to face Vukovic. He grounded out to short his first time up. Here is the pitch. Littlejohn is struck out as he watched the pitch go by. Fastball on the corner. He is hanging his head low as he goes back to the dugout. One up, one down as Vida Blue steps to the plate. I'm going to lay down a bunt, but I'm going to bring in the corners. Expecting this bunt. Vida Blue is going to try to bunt himself on.
He's going to lay down a bunt.
And here we go with the bunt. And he pops it out. Not a very good bunt laid down by Vida Blue as he pops it up.
2 outs, base is empty.
And out. That will bring up Bill North, who struck out and has walked in this game. Here is the pitch to North. gets wood on it, but he fouls it out to second base as Oberfeld ranges over.
And just like that, the inning's over.
And makes the play.
Top of the 6th.
We go to the 6th. Well, San Francisco still up 1-0 as Vukovic steps in. He's going to swing away. Here's the pitch. And he strikes him out as Vukovic sits down.
1 out, base is empty.
That's the 6th strikeout for Vida Blue in the game. As Lou Brock steps in. Vida Blue delivers. And it's hit well, but the second baseman with a leaping grab stabs the line drive out of the air for the 2nd out as he robs Lou Brock of a hit.
2 outs, base is empty.
So now Gary Templeton steps to the plate. Templeton has struck out twice today as Vida Blue has had his number. Can Templeton get the timing down as Vida Blue brings the pitch? We will see, as he does make contact this time, but he fouls it out down the first base line.
Like that,
Madlock ranges over and makes the grab for out number 3. We go to the bottom of the 6th. San Francisco still up 1-0. And Larry Herndon stepping to the plate. Here's the pitch to Herndon. And it's hit well, but it's lined to second base. And Oberfeld makes the diving grab for out number 1.
1 out, base is empty.
As Jack Clark steps to the plate. Clark's hitless so far for today. He's batting 184 for this tournament. Here's the pitch. It's hit to Templeton at short. Up with it over to first for the 6-3 put out. 2 up, 2 down.
2 outs, base is empty.
As Ivy steps back up to the plate. Ivy home run his last time up. Put one in the seats as Vukovic bears down on Ivy. Here's the pitch. It's a ground ball to short. Templeton up with it. Over to first for the 6-3
They
put
go down
out.
quietly, nothing doing.
3 up, 3 down as we go to the 7th.
Top of the 7th.
As Keith Hernandez steps to the plate. Hernandez 1 for 2 for today with a single in his last plate appearance. Here's the pitch from Blue. And he strikes him out. Hernandez goes down swinging. Does your head hang low?
1 out, base is empty.
As Ted Simmons steps back up. Simmons 1 for 2 with a single and a strikeout. As Vida Blue still pitching well into the 7th. Here's the pitch from Blue. Hit well, but not deep enough as North ranges underneath it for out number 2.
2 outs, base is empty.
The F8 put out. As George Hendricks steps back to the plate. Hendricks hitless so far today. Grounded into a double play his last time up. Vida Blue with the pitch. 1-3-2. It's a single up the middle as it bounces in front of North in center field as Hendrick is on.
2 outs, man on
2
first.
out single. Hendrick on first. Tony Scott stepping up. Scott 0 for 2 for today. Here is the pitch to Scott. 3-1-6. triple into center field as it gets past North into off the wall, and it's a 2-out triple that scores Hendrick from first, and we're tied up now here, folks. Into the top of the 7th, the score is now tied 1-1.
Men on third.
With Tony Scott standing on third with a RBI scoring triple as Ken Wright steps to the plate. Wright is 0 for 2 with a strikeout his last time up. This game has changed. All of a sudden, we're tied. And here's the pitch to Wright. And this could be trouble. It's in the home run column, the Big Bang column. As he swings away, but he strikes him out. It was a good pitch. It caught the corner and caught him napping. But going to the bottom of the 7th now, we are tied up 1-1 with the Tony Scott base clearing triple that scored Hendrick from first.
Bottom of the 7th.
And as Take Me Out to the Ballgame and plays, I'll take a sip of coffee. My dog sleeps. And we go to the bottom of the 7th with Bill Madlock stepping up. Madlock signaled his last time up. Here's the pitch from Vukovic. 5-3-3. And that he's been hit by the pitch as the fastball tails in on Madlock and catches him on the elbow. He's down to first. He's mean mugging Vukovic as he runs down to first. But I'm sure he understands that Vukovic does not want the lead run on first.
No outs, men on first.
As Evans steps in. Evans is 0 for 2 for today. Here's a pitch from, whoops, there will be a still attempt. And this will go against Simmons' defensive rating, and it's higher, so it's a stolen base. 50-50 chance for Simmons, and I rolled that 6. That done it in as Madlock slides safely in for the stolen base.
Outs, man on second.
So with no outs, Madlock is now in scoring position as Evans steps to the plate. Here's a pitch from Vukovic. 2-3-1. And he strikes him out, just what he needed. As Evans goes down swinging.
1 out, man on second.
Heads back to the dugout as Johnny Lemaster steps up. Lemaster 0 for 2 for today as Vukovic eyes Madlock at second. Here's the pitch. I got to change something first. I forgot to click this back over to just being safe. With the game tied up, they don't want to take any too big chances. 1-6-3. And he strikes him out. 2 in a row for Vukovic as Lemaster makes the walk of shame back of the dugout.
2 outs, man on second.
And that'll bring Little John up to the plate. This time Madlock will be running on contact. So here's the pitch from to Little John. And he grounds it to second. Over to first. 4-3 put out.
No runs, no hits, and 1 left on.
And we go to the 8th, tied up 1-1. As Ken Oberkfeld steps in. He's batting well for this tournament, .333 with an RBI. Batted .301 on the season. Here's the pitch from Blue to Oberkfeld. This could be trouble. As it's hit, but it's a short fly ball into center field as North runs up underneath it for out number 1.
1 out, bases empty.
Vukovic steps in, still pitching well, but I think this is the time where he'll have to sit down because we're going to have to try to manufacture some runs here. We'll bring in Dan Org. I guess that's how you pronounce it. Org. He steps in. He's had 1 plate appearance in this tournament, but it was a hit. As Vida Blue looks to sit down the pinch hitter as he steps in. Here's the pitch. And Org with the good eyes trots down to first. Now they're scored a walk.
1 out, man on first.
Now Org will look to steal. But he's gunned down as Little John catches him stealing. And with a swift tag by LeMaster, he is out at second. And now that clears the base path.
2 outs, bases empty.
As Lou Brock steps up to the plate, Vida Blue looking to bear down on Brock. Lou Brock, in the latter years of his career, not quite the player he once was, but still swings a pretty good bat. And here's the pitch. Brock flies out to center field. North with a couple steps over, squeezes it for out number 3. And we go to the bottom of the 8th.
Bottom of the 8th.
I'm going to need a new pitcher. Vida Blue is going to be coming out as well. Bring in the righty, Thomas. Roy Thomas will come in to pitch. Vida Blue will be taking a seat as well. Terry Whitfield will come in and pitch hit. So Whitfield against Thomas. Here's the pitch from Thomas. Thomas on the season started 6 games. Pitched 77 innings with 2.92 ERA with 1 save, a 3-4 record. Here's the pitch to Whitfield. And it's hit, but it's not hit deep as Lou Brock settles underneath it for the F7 putout for out number 1.
1 out, bases empty.
Here in the bottom of the 8th, Bill North steps to the plate. North hitless for today. Did walk once. Here's the pitch to North. And the pitch is delivered. And he strikes him out as Bill North takes the slow walk back to the dugout. Empty. That'll bring Larry Herndon to the plate. Herndon hitless on the day as well. As Thomas looks to do the job he's called in to do, and that's to set down the side. And here's the pitch. And he strikes him out. Thomas comes in and pitches well.
It's a 1-2-3
and we go to the
inning.
top of the 9th.
Top of the 9th.
With our game still knotted up 1-1. And I need a pitcher for the Giants. I guess I'll bring the best one I can in because I've got a couple of switch hitters coming up, so it's not going to matter. So Gary Lavelle will come in. He's pitched 6 2/3 in this tournament, allowing 7 hits of 4 runs and a 4.05 ERA. On the season, though, he was 2.5 of his ERA. So Templeton steps in. Here's the pitch from Lavelle. And it's hit to LeMaster at short. LeMaster up with it over to first. Ivy on the bag for the 6-3 put out.
1 out, base is empty.
1 up, 1 down as Keith Hernandez steps to the plate. Hernandez has singled on the day. He's 1 for 3. And here's the pitch to Hernandez. Lavelle delivers. As Hernandez steps in and swings and strikes out as Keith Hernandez walks back to the dugout. 2 up,
2 out,
2
base is
down.
empty.
Here in the top of the 9th as Ted Simmons steps to the plate. He's 0 for 3 for today with a strikeout. Excuse me, he's 1 for 3. He singled his first time up. Here's the pitch to Simmons. It's been in the 1 column. That's good for Lavelle. As he strikes him out, as you see in Lavelle's pitching, you got a lot
They go down
of
quietly, nothing doing this
1 and
half
2.
inning.
So he strikes him out. We go to the
Bottom
bottom of the 9th. Our game still 1-1. What a contest we're having here as Jack Clark steps in. Roy Thomas with the pitch. 1-1-3. That's a line drive single to Scott. There will be an error check on Scott. And he makes the play, holding Clark on first. But that's a leadoff single
man on first
for Jack Clark. So we have the winning run on first with Mike Ivy stepping to the plate. Should I sacrifice him over? Ivy batting .361 with 27 home runs. Now let's let Ivy swing away. Here's the pitch to Ivy. 5-5-1. Was that the correct call? Oh, he's hit by the pitch. So Thomas has put Ivy on first as Clark moves over to second. So with no outs, we got runners on first and second. Bill Madlock stepping to the plate. As he was hit by the pitch last time up. We will go sacrifice with Madlock.
He's going to lay down a bunt.
So Madlock's going to lay down the bunt. And he pops it out. Oh, what a terrible bunt attempt by Madlock as he pops it up and out. Runner still in on first and second with Darrell Evans coming to the plate. Evans digs in. Thomas looking to pitch himself out of this situation. Here's the pitch. Oh, it's a rare play check. We'll use this green die for that. And it's a 3. It will be a rare play. Oh boy, this should be interesting. Have a rare play in the bottom of the 9th with the game tied up 1-1. Here we go. It's a manager's option. Do I sacrifice bunt here? I think I will. There's a lot of green there. You roll the die. Let's see what that blue die will give us. And it's a good sacrifice. So with 2 outs, we have runners on second and third.
2 outs, men on second and third.
Johnny LeMaster comes to the plate. Roy Thomas looking to bear down and get out of the bottom of the ninth with our game still tied. Here is the pitch. Here's the pitch to LeMaster. And he strikes him out to end the inning. And we go to extra innings, folks.
No runs, 1 hit, and 2 left on.
Game still knotted up at 1.
Top of the 10th.
We go to the top of the 10th. Lavelle still pitching. As George Hendricks steps to the plate. He singled his last time up. Here's the pitch from Lavelle. And it's hit into right field. There will be a ballpark effect check. Can Jack Clark get to it? He has a 50-50 chance. And he does not, as it's a double that gets into the right field corner as Hendrick leads off with a double, and he's standing up on second.
No outs, man on second.
With no outs. And Tony Scott coming to the plate. And he will lay down the sacrifice. But we will bring the corners in.
He's going to lay down a bunt.
Here's the bunt from Scott. And he does not get the runner over as Hendrick is out at third. So it's a failed sacrifice as Scott now is on first.
1 out,
My
man on
coaching, he
first.
probably should have just swung away. We're going to be playing into the night here. Ken Wright steps to the plate. Scott on first. Here's the pitch from Lavelle. It's hit to Ivy at first. Possible error on Ivy. As it's not, he makes the play over to second to get the lead runner, Scott, at second. So with 2 outs, Wright's is on with the fielder's choice.
2 outs, man on first.
And Ken Oberkfeld steps to the plate. Here's the pitch to Oberkfeld as Lavelle looks to get out of the inning. And he walks Oberkfeld and loads him up. And that'll bring Thomas to the plate.
2 outs, men on first and second.
And he will be done for today. As we'll bring in Terry Kennedy to hit, pinch hitting. As Lavelle looks to get out of the inning, Kennedy steps in. Here is the pitch. 2-5-5. No, excuse me, that's not right. That's 5-2-5. And a big difference. As he strikes him out and gets out of the inning. As we go to the bottom of the 10th, still
1 hit,
tied up 1-1. I'll need a new pitcher.
Bottom of the 10th.
As Thomas will have to as Darrell Knowles will come in to pitch. Darrell, what a name. As Dennis Littlejohn steps in. Bring a pinch hitter in for Littlejohn. He's not the best bat. So they'll have another catcher. Margot. maybe not. We're going to pinch hit with Andrews. Rob Andrews stepping in. A little better bat than here's the pitch. .464. Hit to Oberfeld at second. Over to first for the 4-3 put out for out number 1.
1 out, base is empty.
That will bring Lavelle up to the plate. And Lavelle will sit him down. Bring in another pinch hitter. Bring McCovey up. Willie McCovey, the old man McCovey, stepping in. Here is the pitch to McCovey. Oh, it's in the 6th column. Willie McCovey. It will be a strikeout as McCovey comes in and gets sat down.
2 outs, base is empty.
Got a good pitch, but couldn't do anything with it. As Bill North steps back up to the plate. Here's the pitch from Knowles. Knowles stepping in. He's hit it into left field. It's a looping drive. Lou Brock's trying to get it. Can he reach it? He does not. It's a single to left field as North is on with a 2-out single.
2 outs, man on
as
first.
Lou Brock could not get to it as Herndon comes up to the plate. Here's the pitch to Herndon. And he strikes him out as Herndon is the 3rd out of the inning.
1 hit and 1 left on.
Had 1 left on.
Top of the 11th.
As we go to the 11th. Lou Brock leading off. As Dave Roberts comes in to pitch. And I need a new catcher. That's right. Roberts with the pitch to Brock. .315. It's a ballpark effect. We'll be rolling 1 die. 50-50 chance that this one gets in for Lou Brock. And he hits a fly ball into center field. And that's out number 1.
1 out, base is empty.
As Gary Templeton now steps in. Roberts with the pitch. He hits it well. And it's a triple to left field as Templeton slides in to third with a 1 out triple.
1 out,
and our
man on third.
Winning run is on first with Keith Hernandez coming to the plate. Here's the pitch to Hernandez. 5-3-4. as he's walked. Now we have runners on the corners with one out.
One out.
And Simmons coming to the plate. Things are getting a little testy here for Dave Roberts, as Hernandez is going to look to steal. And it's a stolen base with a chance for an error. Is the run going to come across because of a throwing error by Mike Sadek? And that was a 1. It jumped the railing there. It's a 41. And it is not, as the play by the second baseman keeps the ball from going out into center field, but we have runners on second and third with one out.
Men on second and third.
The Cardinals threatening here in the top of the 11th. Dave Roberts looking to bear down on Simmons. Simmons, here's the pitch. And here we go. It's a fly out to center field, but that will score Templeton. So we have the go-ahead run across the plate with the sacrifice fly by Gary Templeton.
2 outs, man on second.
So the score now is 2-1 with a man on second and George Hendrick stepping to the plate. Dave Roberts looking to get Hendrick, who has singled and doubled his last 2 plate appearances. Here's the pitch to Hendrick. Hernandez looking to be brought across. And it's in the gopher column. It's a deep fly to left field to end the inning as Herman squeezes it for out number 3. But a run did come across as St. Louis now leads 2-1 as we go to the bottom of the 11th.
Bottom of the 11th.
And Knowles still on the mound as Jack Clark steps in. Clark singled his last time up. Here's the pitch to Clark. And it's hit, but it's hit into right field, not deep enough as Hendrick settles underneath it for out number 1.
Out, base is empty.
1 up, 1 down as Mike Ivy steps to the plate. Ivy with a home run on the day. He's 1 for 4, but that's with a home run and being hit by a pitch. Ivy steps in as Knowles delivers. Now that could be trouble. 6-6-3. And it's hit well. And it's a home run. Ivy with his second home run of the day. And he has tied it up 2-2 here in the bottom of the 11th. What a game, what a game.
1 out, base is empty.
As Madlock now steps in, 1 out. The game now again tied up with the home run by Ivy, his second on the day. As Darrell Knowles looks to get Madlock out. Here's the pitch. Pitch to Madlock. It's hit to Templeton. That's short. Up with it over to first for the 6-3 put out for our second out of the inning.
2 outs, base is empty.
As Darrell Evans steps to the plate. Knowles with the pitch. And the pitch is, he allowed a free pass down to first as Knowles walks Evans.
2 outs,
and we have the winning run on first with Knowles now tired. Oh, I should go ahead and pull him. We'll bring in Tom Bruno. Here's Bruno stepping in. A few warm-up pitches. Here's the pitch to LeMaster. This could be the game, folks. What will LeMaster do with Bruno's offering? Here's a pitch from Bruno. It's a single to left field. Evans moves over to second. So we have runners on second and third. First and second, with Mike Sadek coming to the plate. And he's going to be pulled. Now let's let him hit away. Here's the pitch to Sadek. This could be interesting. And he walks Sadek, and he loads the bases. And that will bring up Dave Roberts, the pitcher. Will have to be sat down in this situation. And Roger Metzger will step in to pinch hit. As Bruno looks to pitch himself out of this dire situation he's in. 2 outs, but the base is loaded as Roger Metzger steps in to pinch hit. What a situation to come into. And what have we got here? As the pitch is delivered, Metzger with a pop up to third base to end the inning. And we go to the 12th, tied up 1-1.
Top of the 12th.
They left 3 on and blew their opportunity as Tony Scott will be stepping in. As Greg Minton will come in to pitch. Looking to shut this down. Here is the pitch. And it's hit to third. Evans up with it over to first for the 5-3 put out. For out number 1 as Tony Scott goes back to the dugout. That will bring up Ken Wrights as Minton delivers. Oh, there's a lot of 6s there. It's a single into left field as Wrights is on with the single.
1 out, man on first.
1 out. Man on first as Ken Oberkfeld steps to the plate. Oberkfeld looking to get the runner across. Here's the pitch to Oberkfeld. Three, 4, 6. It's a rare play event check. Again, we'll roll the green die for that. That will be the 3. It is another rare event. Rare event in extra innings. What have we got here? Here is the pitch. Here is the roll, I mean. We got a 22-6. It's a double to right field. Oberkfeld drives a double into the outfield gap. Wrights is waved around third. Defense has 2 options. Throw home. Got to throw home. We'll roll against Wright's speed. Oh, this is not good for Wrights. As Clark wings it home. And he guns him out at the plate, but Oberkfeld gets credit for a double. But he gets Sadek at the plate, the arm of Clark coming through.
2 outs, men on third.
So now we have the winning run on second, but now we have 2 outs. As Tom Bruno comes to the plate. Of course, Bruno will not be hitting. To bring in the switch hitting Mumphrey. Jerry Mumphrey to the plate. Obergefell on third. What can Mumphrey do? As Minton looks to set him down. Here's the pitch to Mumphrey. 1-2-6. Should be good for Minton, but we will see. As he strikes him out, Mumphrey comes in and is immediately set down.
No runs,
That leaves
2 hits and 1 left on.
Obergefell stranded on third. As now we go to the bottom of the 12th. I need another pitcher. What do you think? What do you think? A bunch of righties coming in. Oh boy, I don't like my choices. I'm going to be bringing McEnany in. I know he's a lefty, but I like that ERA better than the one that's well above 4. McEnany comes in as Bill North steps in. Here's the pitch to North. And it is hit, but it's fouled out to the shortstop. Templeton ranging over to the third base line. Makes the grab for out number 1.
1 out, base is empty.
Now bring Larry Herndon to the plate. Here's the pitch from McEnany. This could be interesting. Whoops, that's wrong. What am I doing? 6, 5-3. Here's the pitch to Herndon. It's column 6, but he pops it out to third base as he cannot do anything with McEnany's pitch.
2 outs, base is empty.
That'll bring Jack Clark to the plate. McEnany bearing down, Clark digging in. And he lines it to first for out number 3. And we go to the 13th.
Nothing doing this half inning.
Still tied up 1-1. As Minton's still on the mound as Lou Brock steps to the plate. Brock hitless on the day. And he grounds it to third. Evans up with it over to first, and he remains hitless.
1 out, base is empty.
As Gary Templeton steps to the plate, he hit a triple his last time up. Minton toes the rubber as Gary Templeton digs in. Here's the pitch from Minton. And he strikes him out as Templeton makes the walk back to the dugout.
2 outs, base is empty.
Keith Hernandez now steps to the plate. He struck out twice and has a single. Here's the pitch to Hernandez. Hits well, but he grounds it to short, over to first.
And just like that, the inning's over.
6-3 put out. And we go to the bottom of
the 13th.
We go to the bottom of the 13th. Mike Ivey now steps to the plate, who's homered twice in this game. As Will McEnany looks to pitch to Ivey. What will Ivey do with it? It's been a good game for him. He swings away. It's hit to second. It's hit to second. Obergefell up with it over to first for the 4-3 put out for out number 1.
Base is empty.
As Bill Matlock steps in. Matlock could end this one in one swing as McEnany with the pitch. Here's the pitch to Matlock. And he's hit by the pitch. Thinks that's his second hit by pitch today.
1 out, man on first.
So he just ducks that shoulder in and takes it for the team. He'll look to get down to second. And we're going to against the pitcher's error rating. And he's got a high one, so I don't think it's going to happen. It's a pick-off attempt. And they hold the runner on first.
1 out, man on first.
So there will be no steal attempt by Madlock as Darrell Evans steps in. Here is the pitch. It's hit to Overfelt at second. And he tosses it over to first, but he cannot get Madlock, the lead runner, at second. So we have a runner in scoring position.
2 outs, man on second.
2 outs, and Johnny LeMaster coming to the plate. LeMaster hitting well. Singled his last time up. And here's the pitch to LeMaster from McEnany. .254. And he fouls it out to the shortstop to end the inning, and we go
No
to
runs,
the 14th.
no hits, and 1 left on.
What a game.
Top of
Boy,
the
this one is
14th.
going forever. As Ted Simmons steps in. Minton with the pitch. Here's the pitch to Simmons. Grounded to second. Madlock up with it over to first. Out number 1.
1 out, base is empty.
George Hendricks steps to the plate. Minton with the pitch. Hendricks steps in. Here's the pitch. And he strikes him out as Hendrick goes back to the dugout.
2 outs, base is empty.
Tony Scott coming to the plate. Minton with the pitch. Scott digging in. And here's the hit to first base. Tosses it over.
And just like
To
that,
the
the
pitcher.
inning's over.
For the 3-1 put out. And we go to the bottom of the 14th. McEnany now fatigued. Bring in another pitcher. Bring in Schultz. Because now my dugout is getting a little lean. Buddy Schultz comes in. He has an ERA that's north of 4. As Sedek looks to swing away. 3-4-3. It's a rare play. Check again. Once again, let's bring in that green die again. It's another 3. It's another rare play. This is the 3rd one in the game. It's a chopper down the third base line. The third baseman backhands it. His throw to first is wide of the base. Let's see what Hernandez can do with it. He corrals the throw to retire Sadek, so Hernandez with the good snag at first prevents the error.
Base is empty.
From rights. As Minton will now step to the plate, and he will be done for today. As Joe Strain will step in. Man, I'm going to be playing all of my players. Strain steps in. Here's a pitch from Schultz. And he hits it. 2-3, rights up with it. Over to first for the 5-3 put out.
2 outs, base
2
is
up,
empty.
2 down. As Bill North steps to the plate. Schultz with the pitch. This could be trouble. But it's a short fly ball to right field for the 3rd out of the inning. And we go
1, 2, 3.
to the bottom of the 14th.
Top of the 15th.
Excuse me, we'll go to the top of the 15th. Oh my goodness. I need another pitcher. This game is getting crazy. And we will go with Tom Griffin. Here's the pitch to Wrights. And he strikes him out. Wrights makes the walk of shame.
1 out, bases empty.
Just want to get a run across as Ken Oberfeld steps to the plate. Griffin with the pitch. It's hit to LeMaster at short. Over to first for the 6-3 put out. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 15th. That brings Buddy Schultz to the plate. And Schultz's day will be over. As Jim Lentine steps in to pinch hit. Here is the pitch from Griffin. To Lentine. And he strikes him out. That's 3 up, 3 down as we go to the bottom of the 15th.
1, 2, 3. Bottom of the 15th.
What do you know? I need another pitcher again. The righties all along. Bring in John Urea. As Herndon steps in, here's the pitch. One swing could end this game. This won't do it. Here's the pitch to Herndon. And he strikes him out.
1 out, bases empty.
As Clark steps to the plate. Man, these guys are getting weary now. We are into the bottom of the 15th. Here is the pitch. And he gives Clark a free pass as we got the winning run now on first base.
1 out,
Mike
man on
Ivy,
first.
the hot-hitting Mike Ivy. He just hit 2 home runs in this game. Can he do it here? Here's the pitch to Ivy. Clark on first. Here's the pitch. It's a comebacker to the pitcher. And we're going to check his defensive rating. Can this be a double play? We will see. But Ivy will beat the throw to first. But they
2
get the
outs,
lead
man
runner
on
out as Ivy is on first. Bill Madlock steps to the plate. He's been hit by a pitch twice today. Here's the pitch to Madlock. Can he stick that shoulder in one more time? It's hit to Wrights at third. It's a possible error check on Wrights. This could be the game. And here we go. 3, 5, 1. There is no error. And that will end
No
the
runs,
inning as Wrights
no
makes a
hits,
great play
and
at
1
third.
left on.
Over to first for the 5-3 put out.
Top of the 16th.
And we go to the 16th inning, folks. With Lou Brock stepping up. Hitless so far today. Can Lou Brock do something? Can there be some old man heroics as the pitch comes to Brock from Griffin? It's a single to right field, a lead-off single for Brock as Clark fields it and tosses it into second. That'll bring Gary Templeton up as Tom Griffin looks to set him down. Infield at double play depth. Here's the pitch to Templeton. 4-6-1. It's hit to Matlock at second. Over to first. Possible double play. Have to check the pivot man. Roll with his blue. And they doubled him up at first as LeMaster makes the strong
double play
pivot
turn today.
Gets him at first for the
2
double
outs,
play.
base is empty.
Is now Keith Hernandez stepping up. Here's the pitch to Hernandez.
Ball 4. Take your base.
And he walks Hernandez, so the scoring run is on first.
2 outs, men on first.
With Simmons coming to the plate. Here's the pitch to Simmons. Two, 3-2. It's a fly out to center field to end the inning.
No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left on. Bottom of the 16th.
As we go to the bottom of the 16th with our game tied up 2-2. We are on the mound. Pitching to Evans. Here's the pitch. One 5-3. He pops it up to short. Templeton with the easy play and the out.
1 out, base is empty.
Now LeMaster steps in. Pitch from Urea. It's in the 6th column. LeMaster with it. But he pops it up to third as he can do nothing with the pitching. The strong pitching from Urea.
2 outs, base is empty.
As Mike Sadek comes to the plate. Here's the pitch. It's ground ball to first base. And that will end the inning as
It's a
Hernandez
1-2-3
trots
inning.
over to first and tosses it to Urea for out number 3.
Top of the 17th.
We go to the 17th inning here. Still tied up 2-2. As Griffin is now fatigued and he'll have to come out. And my pitching is Moffitt, but he has a 7.71 ERA. I'm going to bring him in. Righties and switch hitters, so I'm going to bring in Ed Halaki. His columns don't look too bad. He's 2s in his columns. Here's the pitch to Hendrick. Ed Halaki after the warm-up comes in to pitch. 1-5-4 to Hendrick. It's a ground ball to second. Madlock up with it over to first. 4-3 put out for out number 1.
1 out, base is empty.
That will bring up Tony Scott. Here's the pitch from Halaki. 2-4-1. And he strikes it out as Scott goes back to the dugout.
2 outs, base is empty.
So we now go to Ken Wrights. He struck out his last time up. Here's the pitch from Ed Halaki. And it's hit down to third base. Evans up with it. Over to
An
first
easy inning
for
to
the
score.
5-3
1,
put
2,
out.
3.
3 up, 3 down.
Bottom of the 17th.
We go to the bottom of the 17th. With Halaki coming to the plate. And I think just because I'm getting short on pitchers, I might have him swing away. Let him try to bunt for a hit. It's a 6.
He's going to lay down a bunt.
He will lay down the bunt. He's out at first.
1 out, bases empty.
And then there's good defense. As Bill North steps up, Urea with the pitch. There's a foul out to the shortstop. Templeton with the play. 2 up, 2 down.
2 outs, bases empty.
As now Larry Herndon steps up to the plate. Pitch from Urea. It's a fly out to left field. 3 up, 3 down. And we go
like
to
that,
the 18th. We've doubled up this game. We're played an entire
the 18th.
Second game. As Ken Obertfeld steps to the plate. Ed Halicki delivers. And he flies out to left field to Herndon.
1 out, bases empty.
John Urea steps to the plate. Just bring a pinch hitter in for him. Halicki. Here's the pitch to Mike Dimmel. Dimmel batting .333 in his plate appearances. Here's the pitch. And he hits it to short. LeMaster up with it. But it's off his glove for a single as it's hit too sharply. He cannot make the play, so with 1 out, Dimmel gets the job done and he's on first.
1 out, man on first.
It's now Lou Brock stepping up. He singled his last time up. Here's the pitch to Brock. And it'll be another rare play check. What do you know, folks? This time there will not be a rare play. It's a dribbler to the mound. Pitcher tries the runner of his choice. And we'll throw out at first. Throw out batter. Speed's about the same. Let's see what we got here. And he's safe. Both of them were 4s. They would have. Either one would have been safe. It don't matter who I would have chose. So with 1 out, we got runners on first and second. We got something going here. This game is going on forever.
1
it's
out.
In the 18th.
Men on first and second.
We got runners on first and second with Gary Templeton coming to the plate. Ed Halicki bearing down. Can he get the double play? And it's hit into left field in the gap. Ballpark effect zone. No, there's no shot. This is not going to be an out. Why even do this? As it is an out, a fly out to left field, but that will move Dimmel over to third, put him in scoring position as Brock remains on first.
2 outs, men on first and third.
Runners on the corner with Keith Hernandez stepping up. Hernandez walked his last time up. Here's the pitch from Ed Halicki. 5s all the way across. And he walks him. That'll load the bases for Halicki.
2 outs, bases loaded.
Bases are loaded. All right, this is going to be an interesting check. Base action check on Halicki. This could be a wild pitch. That'll be a 2 and a 3. Possible wild pitch. What is his wild pitch rating? It's a 4. So a 5 or 6. And this is a wild pitch. And it is a 5. And it is a wild pitch that brings across Dimmel. And we have now a lead here in this game as Halicki
2 outs, men on
throws
second
the wild
and third.
pitch. And that'll be it for him. As Phil Nastiu will come in. Face the switch hitting Simmons. See if he can get the third out here. Oh boy, 6-1-5. It's in that column. 6-1-5. And it's a home run into the second deck as Simmons takes it deep. And now this game has been broke open.
He now has 4 RBIs today.
It is 6-2. And Nastiu come in
2
and
outs,
offered up
empty.
the gopher ball and did the very thing he did not want to do. And now we have a 6-2 game as George Hendricks steps to the plate. Nastiu now just looking to get out of it. Feeling embarrassed as he hits it toward the gap in the outfield. Herndon looking to make the play. And Herndon's defense, which is stellar, allows him to make the play to end the inning.
4 runs, 3 hits, and none left on.
Well, not after 4 runs come across.
Bottom of the 18th.
We go to the bottom of the 18th now with St. Louis up 6-2. We need a new pitcher. Try to close this out for the Cardinals. We'll bring in Silvio Martinez. Well, I better not bring. Yeah, why not? Silvio Martinez coming in. Bottom of the 18th. Nobody out. Base is empty. Jack Clark steps in. 2-1-2. It's a ground out to Martinez over to first with the 1-3 put out.
1 out, base is empty.
That'll bring Mike Ivy to the plate. Ivy with a good game, 2 home runs, 7 RBIs on the game. Oh, that's on the year. They've only brought in 2. But he scored both of San Francisco's runs. 5-4-2. It's grounded to second. Oberkfeld up with it. Over to first with a 4-3 put out. And this game is almost over. If Silvio Martinez can sit down Bill Madlock, St. Louis will have the win in 18 innings. Here's the pitch. 3-5-1. And it's hit. It's a line out to right field to Hendrick, and that will end the game, folks.
Wins the game
I have to tell you, my dice rolling hand is tired after going 18 innings for a 6-2 win by the Cardinals. What a game, folks. I just hate nobody was here to see it live. I hope people will check it out in the replay. But what a game. What a game. Let's check the box score on that. As we went 18 innings. My goodness. I don't even know how to describe it. A lot of good pitching until the 18th inning, and then the bullpen let the Giants down. What a game. Without words. Let's go ahead and play out the other 2 games from the day, as that win by the Cardinals tied up their series 2-2. Houston, Seattle. Houston, again, the number 1 seed. They are down 2-1. They lose this game, they're out of the tournament. And Seattle wins the... Nope, I got to go back to the correct day. Seattle wins the best of 3-1, as they win 1-0 against Houston. Man, what a game that must have been. What a pitching job by Jones. Let's take a look at what he did in that game. Pitched 7 1/3, allowing 2 hits. Wow, what a pitching game from him. As they shut down the Astros 1-0. As the Astros are sent home after being the number 1 seed in this tournament. Now, we'll look at the LA Mets game. Dodgers-Mets. Will the Dodgers be sent home? And the Mets take that one, and the Dodgers are now out of this tournament. So we just have one more game in this round, and that will be again against St. Louis and San Francisco. What a game today, though. My goodness. 18 innings with St. Louis digging out of it into top of the 18th. Score, bringing 4 runs across in the 18th. So that's our game. I hope those of you that see it later will enjoy it. Quite a game it was. Have a great